Hi, it's me for the third time doing this video. I'm doing it through YouTube because it takes forever to upload through my webcam, and this is going to be a short one, and this is my third time of going over this and starting. So, bear with me because I'm a little aggravated. This YouTube, they updated, they do this, they add that, and the thing stinks most of the time. I can't get HD. Okay, here we go. What I did was I took a piece of paper. You can use any kind of paper you have. If you're using it on a canvas, if you're using this, a die cut that you cut out of your die cut machine, if you're using it, you know, just in your piece at all, playing your journal, whatever. This is just my base coat. It's regular acrylic paint, turquoise color. I just painted it on there. You want it to dry. Bottom layer must dry. Here's my little ploop of glue that I started, and then my YouTube went funky again. After I just, okay, anyway, we'll get over it. Okay, so then you take your white glue, and you open it, and you squeeze it, and I really should clean my, I tell you, today is one of those days. Nothing's going good. Alright, normally you would squeeze it. I can't squeeze it because my thing's clogged, of course. So I've been using it so much. And just do a little bit across the top. I'll have to play with that glue later and unclog it. It's coming out everywhere. It's because I've been using it so much. Okay, so you see we have our glue. Right? Okay. Now take your brush. Just a dry brush, clean dry brush, and just run it down. Don't push hard, you just want it to, see, now I let my glue stick too long. You don't really want to go over it too much, because then you'll mix the, alright. So, rinse off your brush, add your next color. While the glue's wet, I'm adding white, and I'm just going to brush it down. Don't go over it, just brush down, brush down, brush down, brush down. You turn your brush if you want. Alright, now we're going to leave that dry. I'm going to hit it with the heat gun. I'd rather you let it dry by itself because it does make it crackle a little bit better, but I want you guys to see this. So if you have a hair dryer, all the better. I'm holding my heat gun far away, but watch as it crackles. You don't want to cook the glue. That's part of the problem with the heat gun, so I try to keep it far away. You know, maybe what I'm doing, okay, I'm going to set this aside for 1 second and give it a second just to kind of dry on its own and show you guys a few things that I'm going to be working on and doing. First, I want to show you my painting from yesterday, my background, where I used just the Elmer's glue, the white school glue, and water, and I want you to see how it glued everything on. Nothing's moving. The tissue paper over here, see all the tissue paper? Look, doesn't move. It's hard as a rock. So this is, I mean, nothing is moving. Nothing is moving. Piece of my glue on my hand rolling in a ball. Nothing's moving. This is all the Mod Podge, all the white glue that I substituted for Mod Podge. I'm not even going to put a coat of clear coat over this or Krylon or fixative or anything. I'm going from here. This is my favorite part. But this was a definite success, so definitely do this. You don't need to go out and buy gel medium. And I didn't put any cornstarch. Some people had suggested cornstarch and all, and I'm anxious to see how that turns out. But this worked absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. So thrilled. And I didn't touch it. We had got a storm last night, so I left it on my desk, came down this morning, and it is completely dry, and it has so much great texture with that tissue paper. So that worked out great. Something else I'm going to show is, in one of my videos, is how to make batik fabric. Now this is just cheap muslin you get. It's a, I think they even sell it now at the craft stores, but I get it from Joann's, and they have them on sale all the time, or use my coupon. And this you can use wax, or you can use glue, and you get this great batik look. Look how cool. And these are great for art quilts. They're great for, you know, you can use in your journal. You can use it as whatever you want. This is something I made to make like faux metal. And all it is cardstock that I put on the Sizzix to make the impressions, and perfect pearls. And then I went and bought these brads that you can get at the store in big bulk, and I made this great, and it looks like metal. So how cool would that be as a background for something? I gotta think about what I want to do with this. I might do little different things, and I don't know. I haven't quite decided yet. All these things I did on a, I've been doing live shows for 3 years, and my link to doesn't hold all the shows. Plus I worked for, I did live shows for Creative Adventures, and also Artsy Avenue years ago, and I don't believe that they're on there anymore either. They only hold so many. And then I have my own link to Knitting and Things, which I have quite a few shows on there, you know, but they only hold, again, so many. So this is a really cool piece, and I'm going to show how to do that. And I have on canvas, this is with brown paper bag, faux leather, as the background. It has great texture. So I'm going to do a video on that and how to do that. This is fantastic. Again, you can use this as a background, or you can use this as a piece on your mixed media. So this is so much fun to do. Come on, are you cracking? Did I put enough white on there? And I have one more thing to show you. Yeah, I didn't put enough white paint. But no harm, I'll just go over it again. Now you can see on here, this is little crackles. See the little crackles? And that's because I didn't do it nearly as thick. I was so aggravated. By the time I got to my third one, my third video, but you see how it's starting to crack? Looks awesome. Let's turn it over. And let's do it one more time. And I'll leave it dry. Plus the heat gun doesn't really help it like it should. I want my big brush. Can't find my big brushes. Clean the brush again. Bear with me. I know I'm so organized. I don't think I put enough glue, or now see all this paint. I should have a piece of paper here somewhere. I'll just put it on here. Then do something with it and then glue it. Or maybe do two things. Okay, so we're just going to leave that sit there. Rinse out my brush. Save it for my glue when it's time. I'll show you my next piece. I can dry this for a second with my heat gun. frustrating. Has that ever happened to you guys? You make a video or you do something and it just doesn't do like it's supposed to do. Okay. Now, give us one more second to dry while I show you my last thing. Okay, so now I have this, which is my favorite piece. This is like 3 or 4 layers. It's on a piece of wood. It is so very easy to do. It's done with acrylic paint. And can you see how awesome that looks? This is a background I did. And it is so awesome. And it's beautiful. And it's sealed, so nothing can come up, but I want to do a piece on top of this. I haven't quite decided exactly what I want to do on this, but I'm going to do something. And I mean, it's just such an awesome piece. It's almost got like a leopard quality to it, which I love me some leopard. I'd go on Design Star and they would say, she's so tacky, she loves leopard. But, so, and that's on just a piece of wood, few layers, fantastic. I'll show how to do this. I might do a live show and show how to do this, it might be easier. I'm going to start doing live shows again. When, I don't know, I'm hoping soon. Trying to figure out when everybody else has their shows so I don't, you know, ruin anybody, you know, go on anybody's days and do that kind of thing. I don't like that kind of thing when people do that. Oh, come on, glue. I should find my other glue. Okay, so here we go with our pieces. I'm going to do both. What the heck? I'm going to do this one this way. See, it does not squeeze out. It's really bothering me. Must be clogged in there. You just want a little bit. Okay, and then we'll do this way over here. Set that there. Take your brush, bottom layer's dry, and just run it down all the way. And be light, don't push hard, and just run it back up this way if you have like some of those little lumps, little bumps. The coarser the brush, the better. Don't have quite a coarse brush. Excuse my armpit if you're seeing it. No, I can't find my coarse. I really have to clean in here. This might work. Yeah, see, you want a coarser brush. And it's really warm down here because of the heat gun. But I'm just going over it real quick. Okay. So we have that piece, and now we're going to go over this piece, and it's going to be the same type of thing. Now, if I had a bigger, coarser brush, it would be even better, but I don't. And then if you have these, you know, where the extra glue is, just run it down, clean it off on your rag if you have to. Because you want those to be crackles. Okay, now, rinse off your brush. Dry your brush. And why can't I get these both in? Okay. Now we're on here. Now we're going to go with our white. We're going to mix it up. It's just wicker white. And we're just going to squirt a little bit of going this way, a little bit going this way. And you're doing the same thing. You're just going to brush it down while the glue is wet. Just go over it one time, one stroke. Okay, and then we're going to do this one. Same thing. All the way down, light touch. Rinse your brush. If you want to go over it a little bit where those big clumps are, you can. Just to kind of smooth it out more. Well, let me heat up with the heat gun, hit it, and let's see what happens. Use a hair dryer, it'd be much better, or just leave it dry on its own. The heat gun, it's harder with the heat gun. I hold it far away because it will make the, it will kind of cook the glue in a sense. So you are better off to leave it dry on its own. But this one's working real nice. I'm going to show you this in a second. If you can't see, you probably can't see it. Look at it starting to crack. Oh, see it? I see the heat gun, I'm holding it too close there. 1 second. Now, you can, there's different, I don't know what word I want to say, degrees of this. You can really put on the paint thick. Your base coat, you could really put a lighter coat. Well, this one's doing real good. You can put a thicker coat on top of the glue. Now this one's rocking. Or you can, you know what I mean? Play. That's the whole point of this. I'm giving you the tools, showing you what to do, and then play. Because the thicker you put on the top coat, with the thicker the glue, the thicker the top coat, the better you're going to get. I wanted to do these colors so you can see just how good they work. You know, how good the crackling works. Think about your base color and your top color before you do it so you get a good crackle on the top. And this is just a play. You know, you want to get regular crackle and you know, I have like Tim Holtz crackle, which every time I buy it, it's so thick and goopy it doesn't even work. So I go to this. Now you can see the one worked way better than the other. Just 1 second. And I definitely, like I said, play. Because you'll come up with some really cool things. And again, it's better to let it dry on its own. And I can show you the difference right here. 1 second. Okay. Okay. So this is the one I did. I did a very light coat on, and you can see it's kind of bubbling because of the heat gun being too hot. And I should have. I'm just gonna give it a. Actually, because this is my 3rd time, please excuse me because I'm so frustrated. I will not tape on YouTube, straight to YouTube again. Okay, let's see. See the crackles in there? You can see the crackles. Again, I would put the glue on much thicker and the top coat much thicker. This is just a very thin coat of it. Okay, and that's out of frustration from me. This one is my favorite one. Still needs to cool somewhat. Let me just give it a shake. This one came out really good. Look at that. Look at that crackle. Now, this is awesome. It still needs to dry some so it'll crackle even more. But how cool is that? I love the crackle. You know, so if you're in a, you know, you want to have some crackle, you want to have some texture, this is a great way to do it. Again, I apologize because, like I said, I've done this 3 times and went to start 3 times, got halfway through showing my stuff first while my bottom layer dried, and YouTube kept saying error. So I'm kind of frustrated. Leave this cool off a second. Let me grab, let's see, this is the crackle paint from Tim Holtz called the Distress Crackle Paint called Fired Brick. And it comes out and it's like this. So let's see. I'm just gonna do a coat like that. And you're not supposed to dry it with the heat going, so. I went crazy. They had a big sale one day. This was, God, a year ago. And I bought all these crackle things and then got home and most of them are dried out. You're really not supposed to dry it with the gun, he says. Just want to kind of get the thing to it. Maybe let this dry a little bit more. Dry, dry. By the way, stay tuned. Either later on today or tomorrow, I'm going to have my giveaway. I'm going to show everything that I'm putting in my envelope. I have an envelope, and I will be putting the stuff in the envelope as I show you, and then sealing it, and then letting you know what you must do in order to be qualified to win. And then I'll let you know what day I'm going to pick the winner. And then all I have to do is address it, and it goes right to you, so you get everything you see in the, see, this isn't even, that's the Tim Holtz Crackle. It isn't doing anything. Piece of crap. Some of his Ranger stuff I love. Other stuff I can't stand. I'm going to crack with myself. This is ridiculous. I hate spending money on things that don't work. Err! Crackle on that. Oh, well, I got some good texture there. Cleaning off my card. Whoops. That's pretty cool. Got a whole nother little design there. When you get mad, don't get mad and walk away. Just smear it on something else. Dang shit ain't crackle. Stuff ain't crackling. Alright, dry one more second. This looks so good. I'm so happy with this. Okay. Last time to show. Now you can see here, like this piece right here, I should have straightened the white paint. I could have straightened with my, now I'm pushing it down so it's flat. It just gives a texture. It doesn't really matter. But, you know, I should have went over with my brush very lightly so it's spread out, because there are a few little puffy pieces in there, and that's just because I was in a hurry trying to not torture you guys, and I was so angry. But look at that great crackle. How awesome is that? So again, play. Put on your base coat, and then put on more glue than I did. Only make sure, tip is, make sure you only take it down one time, and try to use a stiffer brush. Take it down only one time. Do a thick coat of the glue. On top of that glue, do a thick coat of whatever color you want on top of it, so it really gets in there and cracks. I just wanted to get this project done and show you how to do it. Now it's up to you guys. This is all dry. Very, very cool. And something else. Let me see if I don't know if I have anything here. La 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 la. Here's a little bit of see what this will do. What's this stuff called? The rub and buff. Let's see if this does anything. I don't know, I'm ruining it probably now, but I like playing to see if it will lift up and give you, if you come out with a piece like I did on my other piece that didn't do anything or didn't crackle as much, use a little bit of rub and buff, or even like a dry brush, just a teeny little bit of acrylic paint on your finger. And then you're picking up all that great texture. On top of. So if it doesn't work for you on the first try, don't give up, continue, you know. And then you can always pick up, look how great that texture is under there. So it's a win-win. So let me know how you guys make out. It's, like I said, you saw the crackle, it works great. I am thrilled to death, and, you know, that's a little piece of the crackle left that I didn't cover over. So let me know how you guys make out. Stay tuned for the contest. I think my white glue today is going to get its butt beat. I'm going to have to put the nozzle in hot water and get all that. It must be clogged or something. Dang glue. But I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will promise never to record on the YouTube thing again. Bye, guys.